Hi everyone, it's Micheline from Miche Makes again. It is Sunday. I think I'll probably tell you that later on because this is a bit at the start. It's Sunday the 17th of May. One of the videos that I've just recently done was about dyeing some fabric, and a lot of you said you liked the idea of dyeing the fabric. Jenny Flake went one step further. I dyed fabric on its own, and I have done what Jenny Flake does. She dyed a couple of garments that she'd already made, and she dyed them a pink colour, and I'll put a picture up here to let you see what they looked like, or I'll put it after this just to let you see. And the one thing she noticed was that the stitching remained white, and I just thought I'd better add, I think I've told you this before, we all use polyester thread for to sew our garments together, and the polyester thread will not dye. So if you do dye a garment, even if it's a bought garment, I've dyed several bought garments, and the thread has always remained the colour that you dye it. The thread has always remained the colour that the original garment was. So for example, I dyed an orangey type of jacket, and when I dyed it navy blue, the stitching stayed orange, but it was quite nice because that was like an accent. Now Jenny Flake's was the same, Jenny's was the same. Hers accented this white stitching around the neck, and it actually looks very nice. Yeah, the only times you've got to be careful of is if you have something where I dyed an Indian garment that I'd bought, and I dyed it from white to black, I think it was, and the stitching was very bad, and so around the neck you could see lots and lots of lines of different stitches. It was very badly made, and that was one of the reasons why I wanted to dye it black, because it was looking a bit yucky, and I figured that if I dyed it black it might make it look better, but it didn't. So sometimes you have to be careful. It might pay to check, if you are going to dye something, check the stitching beforehand just to see whether, if it does stay the colour that it originally was, is that going to look good or is it going to look bad? But anyway, here's a picture of Jenny's garments that she made. Two garments. The one at the front, I asked her what the pattern was, and she told me the pattern. Offhand, I can't remember, but I'll put the picture of the pattern up there as well to let you see. I can't remember what the one behind it was. Jenny doesn't wear the garments. She prefers to just show you them on the hanger, and that's fine. Not all of us like to be seen wearing garments, but she always sends me pictures to let me see what they look like. So it's all thanks to Jenny. And if you have dyed something and you want me to show it, just do let me know and do send me a picture. I'll happily put it on. If you want me to cut you from the head up, that's fine. I don't mind. So here you go. This is what Jenny made. So he's using bits of scrap there to make me a couple of little pots for my windowsill, for my kitchen window, so I can put some of my cactuses, my succulents that are slightly growing out of their little pots. And he's just using spare bits of wood. In the meantime, I have a couple of planters that I'm busy painting urban slate grey, because that's a colour I like. So we've got those planters there done, and that's the little box that he's done for my windowsill, made out of some odds and sods of wood that we've got. My tin is now nearly empty, so that'll go in the bin soon, and it's a good job well done.
Germination. And we can always freeze them, can't we? What were you doing?
them what my dress looks like.
Well, ask me, I'll tell them.
What does my dress look
It's a
like?
very nice dress. I like it. Colourful. Fits nicely. Obviously a talented sewer. And,
Not necessarily.
although I'm not a talented shaver. Have you seen that? I don't know.
Yeah, look at that.
Might have to come off. Lose my youthful looks, don't I? Looking like an old man.
So to team in with the colour of the top, have added a few little bits of green and yellow here. Not exactly my kind of colouring, but you know, it just sparkles it up a bit. Let's tilt you down there, that's better. Then you can see it's kind of got a bit of bluesy colours there. That's not too bad. Hi everybody, it's Sunday the 17th of May. It is about just after 5. What have we done today? Not a great deal. We zoomed off to a shop called The Range this morning so his lordship could buy absolutely tons and tons of little presents for his granddaughter whose birthday it is on Tuesday. He is missing her so much that he's wanting to get everything and anything that he could get his hands on. So we got there at just before 10 o'clock. They opened at 10. You couldn't buy till 10:30, and so he was buying just about everything. We've got everything from party poppers to pennants for hanging around the room to making bracelets. You name it, he's got it. Anyway, bit behind here you will notice there's a lot of mess here. That's all my stuff from my she shed. I've got some here. I've got some plastic. I have no idea what to do with this, but the singer in Brian's band, she makes flags, and she had a lot of this plastic going, and she asked if anybody wanted some. So I said, oh, I'll have some, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it because I haven't got any idea what to do. Anyway, I haven't got much to tell you apart from a couple of people. I've just put up the video about my sewing machine, and a couple of you said, did you wash the fabric? Or maybe as if you'd washed the fabric. I did, funnily enough, for the first time ever. When I bought it, when it arrived, I thought that's really stiff, and I thought, right, well, but it was the cheapest one that they had. It was, I can't remember, it was called a cotton something, and because I've never bought from Spoonflower before, I just assumed it would be rather like a heavy cotton. And it's a bit like a denim cotton, but it's not exactly like that. It's got a funny feeling to it. So that's why I decided, I thought, I never normally wash clothes, but I thought I would this time. So anyway, I washed it, and I think it must be the ink. I think it's possibly that the ink is a bit yucky. It's probably a thick ink, and I think the thick ink is stopping the needle from going through properly. And the needle that I did use was a jeans needle, because I thought, well, I'll try a jeans needle because that's about the heaviest you can get, apart from leather. I didn't try a leather needle, which is like triangular, I think, if I'm not mistaken. At least I know the hand one's triangular. I can't remember what the machine one is now. But I did try the jeans needle, and it still had no effect. It made no difference. So there you go. Now I've just done a little video showing you this. This top is the same as the other one, and what is it called? I'll tell you in a second. What I'm wearing today is another version of the La Bella Donna top and tunic by Love Notions, which is that one. Now the other day I showed you that I'd done this one where I had the collar that I could add and take off. I actually made another one the same as this, but I can't find where I put it. But this, I actually mistook it, because I should have had this on the fold. That front bit there should have been on the fold line. And it was on the fold line, but for some reason I went and cut down the fold line. So then I had to re-sew that there. This is, I don't have a cover stitch machine, so this is just the double stretch one. Double stretch stitch, I don't know if you can see that. It's a double stretch stitch that I've done here as best I could. I probably could use a twin needle, but I did a double stretch, and I love this pattern. It goes from a lady's extra small to extra large. I like it because now I'm between lots of bits of furniture here, so I can't really show you much, but I like it because it's got plenty of room. To be honest, I did add an inch on the side just because I like to have a bit more room here. I like the fact that it's rather like a dress type pattern, and I added, instead of the pattern going down like that, I'll tape it out a fraction, so I do have a little bit more on the bottom here, but I do like it. The fabric is one of these ones from Year that Jenny got for me. When it came, I wasn't sure about it, and then I thought, oh, I'll make a pattern with it, and I chose this one, and when it turned out, I thought it was lovely. The yellow is incredibly vibrant, and it just makes it all pop. The colour pops for the summer. So the one that I did was basically that one, but I gave it a slightly V neck there. What I did was I just tapered it down. Somebody's come to see us. Look at who's come to see us. Have you come to see us? Hey? Have you come to see us? Have you? She's come to see us. So I tapered it down. Tapered that down in the middle. When it was on the fold, I tapered it down to a V. Not a very low V, but I probably could have gone further down, I suppose. I could have gone... What? What? What's the problem? Eh? Are you trying to tell me something? Are you trying to tell me something? Trying to tell me how much you love your mummy? Shall we tell it? Let everybody see how much you love your mummy. We'll let them all see how much you love your mummy, don't you? Don't you love me? Oh, yes, you're so... She loves sand. She just loves sand, don't you? She's purring away, aren't you? Are you purring away? Yes. Oh, you're a lovely girl. She just, I think it's when she hears me talking, she thinks I should be talking to her. Anyway, can I get on now? Am I able to get on now? Hey, can I get on? Yeah? Or have I got to hold you again? Have I got to hold you in my arms? Yes. You're all covered in white hair though. Right, it's a shirt and tune. There's so much potential in this. It's got so many lengths, so many shapes and styles. What? What? Oh, I know I love you too, but I can't keep giving you tickles and cuddles, can I? I can't keep giving you tickles and cuddles. No. So, I haven't done the one with the hood. I like the fact that you've got a hood. I don't know that I would do one with a hood, but you know, maybe it's come autumn I might try that. This is a bit of a disjointed video because this is a few days later from the previous top that I was wearing, but I just thought I'd let you see. This is the one I'm referring to, the Donna one. Do like this one, but I'm moving on to something else because I also buy clothes. And before Christmas I bought some tops, and it was on one of these. Whenever if I look at something, I don't know if you have the same thing, but they're cookies obviously. When I look at something, or something pops up on Instagram, or I look at something online, and if I stop and look at it, I then find that when I go to my computer, that same advert pops up. And this one was an advert called Damn Sign. And it was for clothes and for really, they looked lovely tops they were. And I was looking at them, I was thinking, that's really nice, that top. So then I moved on and I saw some other tops. So in the end, I decided I would buy some. And this would have been about October, November. And they were actually from a Chinese company. And basically, I ordered 4 tops. and 3 of them arrived before the lockdown. The 4th one still hasn't arrived, and whether it arrives or not, I don't know. But what I want to do is show you these 3 tops, because the picture on the website was a beautiful top, and when they actually arrived, they were nothing at all like the ones that I bought. They were actually well, let me show you what they looked like, and we'll start with the first one. But before we do, I'm going to show you somebody else who's come to see me. Hello. Have you come to see everybody? Have you come to see everybody? Eh? Yes. There you go. I'm covered. Oh, I've only stroked her twice and I've got covered in white hair. She's casting like mad. But anyway, here's the first top that I got. So this is my hanging rail, which is normally in my sewing room, but it's in here. This is what I received. I received a polo neck jumper with the seam on the outside, on the wrong side. So that should really be on the inside. It's what I would class as a standard polo neck jumper. It's made of what's it made of? It's made of cotton polyester, made in China, and grey, and all they've done is they've stitched this onto the fabric, and it goes all the way like that down the sleeve, oops, there, all the way up and round and down. Now I'll back up to let you see. This is what it looked like. And I just did not like that at all. It's not at all what it looked like on the picture. So this is an example, a prime example of going for something that you think when you order it, you're going by the picture, and when it comes, it's nothing like it. Top number 2. Top number 2 was a jumper, stripy jumper, which I thought was rather nice in the picture, and so I sent away for that, as I said. And when it came, disappointment again, and this is what it looked like. And this is what it turned out like. Floppy neck, buttons on the shoulders, striped top. It'll be a polyester cotton again. Not very thick, saggy collar, and the very bottom, if I can get there, has a double hem like that. Well, it's not a double hem, it's a kind of strange hem like that, and not at all, well, probably this is the one that's the closest to what the original was. But again, not at all what I expected. Top number 3 was, well, it's not really a top, it's a jacket. And this looked lovely in the picture. But again, I'll put a picture up there to let you see what it looked like. And I was well impressed by that in the picture. I thought, oh, I bet that's going to look lovely. And you had a choice of several colours. You had browns and blues. But because, you know, I like purples, I bought this purple one. Of the 3 things that I got, this is the one that actually is the nicest, but it's still not the same as the original. And I'll show you what this one is like. And this is top number 3. They're all by Miss Look. And this is like a jacket. It's got a side zip here. And that goes right down to the bottom. And it's actually made of scuba. This is made, the actual jacket is made of scuba. So I'll put this on. I'll put these 3 things on to let you see. Well, I won't put the grey one on because the grey one doesn't look nice. But I will put this one on and the white one. So this is the top. It's actually not too bad, this one. And to be honest, for the price that I paid, you know, I mean, it's nothing like the original, but to be honest, I think the original probably would have been probably in the hundreds. And so this was about £10 or £12 I paid. Not too bad. It'll do for Pitt, as I keep saying. And I figured I could get away with using this. And this one, I'm just putting over the top of this top. This one is a side fastening type top. Again, I have short arms, so I would have to turn it up. If I just turn it up like that so you can see. It's not bad. Not bad at all. No pockets, but you know, it cost about £12, 10 or £12. Different from what everybody else has. Not at all like the original, but you know, I suppose when it came I was kind of disappointed. In one breath, when it came I was slightly disappointed, and I thought, oh, it's not at all like what the original was, and it's a copy. They're basically copies. And what they do is they take original pictures from other sources and they put those up on their website, and they then say, do you want to buy this? And so you'll often see quite a lot of beautiful, beautiful pictures of clothes, and you'll think that, oh, that's lovely, I'll go for that. And when it comes, it's nothing like that. And I actually learnt that a few weeks beforehand, where I was watching this I dip in and out of different people's vlogs, and I dipped into this girl's vlog that I like to watch, and she's an American girl who makes costume. She makes how would you describe it? The garments that she wears are from a certain era, and I think it's a Victorian era that she wears. And she designs her own clothes and she designs her own garments. And on this particular occasion, she said, I've got a parcel that's come from China. She says, I've ordered a dress and it's come from China. And she says, it's actually my design that they've used. And she says, they've used my design in the advert. And she says, I saw it, and she says, I could complain, but she says, I wanted to see what the quality was when they made it. And so she opened it up, examined it and everything, and she actually said, in the same way as I say about this, she says, it's not as good as mine, but she says they've actually done they've done it quite well in some ways, and in other ways they haven't. I'll see if I can find that video and I'll put it up there so you can watch it if you want to. She's a very thorough type of designer with her clothes, and of course she was basically analysing her own garment and what this company had done. And she said, I could take them to court for it, for copyright, but she said at the end of the day, she says, it's going to cost me a lot of money, and I don't really want, she says, I haven't got money to waste. So the same thing will be happening with these people who make the originals of these. They probably could take them to court, but the Chinese are aware that it would cost them too much money. And you know, the one thing that we know about China is it's so far away, and you can't get in touch with anybody, that sometimes you can't actually get in touch to fight. You can't actually have a one-to-one with somebody about something. And I remember it's what we all do. I bought several things from China. When they've come, they haven't exactly been the right size, or they haven't, you know, they're not what I wanted, and I'm not going to bother. It's going to cost me an arm and a leg to send it back, because they do get the Chinese government pays for the postage to us, and so obviously it's very cheap for them to send it to us, but if we send it back, it would cost us a lot of money. Having said that, there are a lot of Chinese, I mean, as I say, even though this is not really what the picture shows, it is quite a nice design. And to be honest, the amount of money I paid for it, it's what I should expect, because I only paid about £12 for this, £10 or £8 for this, and the same for the grey jumper. So I got really, if I went to a shop in town and I spent £8 or £10, I'd get this kind of quality. So basically, what they're doing wrong is that they're using the photographs that don't belong to them. And that is the downside. That's the most annoying bit. So, but other than that, not a bad little jacket. Would I wear it? I'm not sure. Looks quite nice with a white polo neck jumper. So anyway, I just thought I'd let you see this, what my buys are. But if you see this running, I think, is it Fauci or something? They advertise them under lots of different names, but it's the same company. And of course, what did I say? This is Miss Look or something. But when they advertise, they don't advertise it as Miss Look. They advertise it as the name of something else. So, and it's a lot of people say it's hard to find the original person that you need to target. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye there, because I want to get on with some little hand sewing. I'm doing some hand sewing at the moment, and all I can tell you is it involves felt, and it involves the only fabric that I could see that I liked was this, so it's going to be a little bit of this and a little bit of this, and you'll find out later on. Bye.